Next, I'm going to share the results from the data that I collected. So first we had the survey with the high school physical education students. So students had a chance to say what they did and didn't like about PE and what they really knew about PE in terms of how long it takes to graduate and what the PE class really entails. So I found that a lot of students wanted their own choice in activity. So essentially, they only liked PE when they played a sport that they liked, which is not the most astounding information, but it was a factor. Another one was the many barriers that students face when it comes to non-suits. So as I said, more than half the students that I surveyed had one or more non-suits. So essentially, majority of students are non-suiting at some point or another. So a lot of those reasons were one because they forgot their clothes, which on a Monday, after you take your clothes home on Friday, wash them, bring them back, it's not uncommon for students to forget their clothes on Monday. But at this particular school where I did the study, these students are non-suiting on a regular basis. They're dressing out for class on Monday and then not on Tuesday. So I really wanted to figure out what those reasons were. And most of them revolved around the uniform or the change time. They didn't think they had enough time to change, or they were afraid something would be stolen from them in the locker room. They were uncomfortable in the locker room. They had PE clothes, but then they were stolen, or they carry their PE clothes in their backpack, or they shared a locker with a friend, both of which were not allowed according to the PE department. So those are some of the commonalities that I found throughout the survey and some of the results. So secondly, I did the document analysis. And the document analysis, the goal of that was to find common themes among these 5 different schools within the same district. So some of the themes that I found were the grade breakdown, loader clothes, change time, swim unit, and makeups. So all schools had some sort of grade breakdown on their syllabus, which proved that many teachers were grading students, a large majority of students' grade, off of that dressing out and being present in class. Secondly was loaner clothes. 4 of the 5 schools offered loaner clothes, and the school that does not offer loaner clothes is the one that actually has the biggest non-suit problem. So maybe something as simple as adding a loaner clothes option for students would encourage their dressing out more. Change time was fairly consistent. Most of the schools, it was only 5 minutes. At the particular school that I surveyed, it was 7 minutes. But a lot of the students still claimed that they needed more change time or didn't think there was enough time. Another one was the swim unit. So a lot of my project here, majority of my project was based off of the dress code and dress policies and whatnot. And then the swim unit has its own dress code and dress policy. And another thing that you have to provide yourself a uniform for, it's not provided by the school. You also can't purchase it from the school. So it's another barrier that students are going to have to go to some other location that sells a bathing suit and have to purchase that. So those are some of the similarities and differences that I found throughout the document analysis that formed my opinion and helped the research determine that teachers are grading really large chunks of a student's grade based off of dressing out rather than achievement-based factors or objective-based factors. So those are my main results.